What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogreboy, and I'm going to be doing my ranking for all 4 movies in the Candyman franchise. So, over the last month and stuff, I had reviewed all 4 Candyman movies. I had to wait till a couple days ago to see the newest Candyman movie. But since I reviewed all 4 movies, I thought I'd go ahead and rank them and everything. So, I'm going to go ahead and get going on that. Coming in at number 4 is Candyman 3, Day of the Dead. I just really did not like this movie. It was really not very well done and everything. The kills were not very great. It had some awful CGI. The main actress in here was from Baywatch, and I thought she was okay. Her acting isn't real great and everything, but she did the best she could with what she had to work with. I don't really fully fault her on it. Tony Todd even kind of just has disowned this movie, though. Like, the story just is not very good and everything. It did have some decent kills, though, from what I remember. But to be honest, I barely remember anything about this movie except it had a lot of gratuitous nudity, and just, it didn't feel like a Candyman movie. It didn't really feel like it fit into the franchise and everything, so it's easily my least favorite. So Candyman 3, Day of the Dead is number 4, and number 3 is Candyman 2021, the newest movie in the franchise that I went to see the other day. I wasted $7 to see it in the theater. I really did not like this movie. I was highly disappointed in it. It was one of the most disappointing horror movies I've gone to see in the theater ever. It might actually be my most disappointing and everything. Although, if I would have seen Seed of Chucky as an adult, that would have easily been the most disappointing. But this movie just, it could have been so much better. It just, the fact that they totally ruined the Tony Todd was in this movie and everything. He's in here for 2 seconds at the very end of the movie, right before the credits start. There was no point of even announcing his involvement, except to get people to want to pay to see it and everything. And I honestly feel a little scammed on it. But the story just, it wasn't near as good as the first one. I think the cast were pretty decent. They did the best they could with what they had to work with and everything, and the kills were okay. I thought it was interesting the way the kills were shot and everything, but it wasn't as good as it could have been and everything. I was really pretty disappointed in this movie. It's not total garbage like the third movie is to me, but it is a pretty bad movie, and it's easily my second least favorite of the franchise and everything. So it's number 3, and number 2 is Candyman 2, Farewell to the Flesh. This is the only one out of the sequels that I've really thought was alright or anything. I liked that it had a pretty decent story and atmosphere, and I loved actually getting to see Candyman's backstory in this. I mean, we didn't really have to see it and everything, but I'm still glad we did. I thought it was actually one of the best scenes in the entire franchise, and definitely the best scene in the entire movie is when we get to see his backstory. Personally, I thought that was pretty cool and everything. But the movie itself is just okay. It retreads a lot of stuff from the first one, and it feels like a direct-to-video remake of the first one, if you want me to be honest. But it's still pretty good at times and everything. It has a lot better kills and everything. It has decent continuity with the first one and everything, and it is a little underrated. It's definitely not near as bad as most people say it is, and compared to the other 2 sequels, it's really good. But that doesn't really say much, to be honest with you, because really, Candyman never really should have had any sequels. But 2 is an okay movie and everything. It's watchable, at least. So it's number 2. And number 1 is the original Candyman from 1992. Pretty obvious on this. I mean, most people who would do this ranking would have this at number 1. The original Candyman is just a classic. It's a really great movie. It has has a really dreadful atmosphere, and just something really creepy about it just from the get-go. Like when you see the opening scenes of the shots of the city and stuff, are just really well done in this movie, and the directing is so great. And that, like I said, the atmosphere is excellent. The cast is great in here. Virginia Madsen as Helen Lyle is really great, and you get Tony Todd giving easily his best performance as a character. He was amazing in this, and he was amazing in the second one too. 3, not so much, and 4, he's barely in it, so can't really say anything about the 4th one on him. But he's really great in this movie, and everything. And he's just a really great actor. He's one that never gets the credit he deserves. Really great character actor. I remember even watching, I think it was Young and the Restless he was on. I watched that a few times with my mom and stuff because he was on there. I don't really care about soap operas and stuff, but the fact that he was on there and his screen presence made me want to watch the show. But yeah, I really love this movie. Candyman is really great, and really wonderful movie. It's one of my favorites and everything, so it's easily my favorite out of this franchise and everything. And it's the only one that I would really say is worth watching and stuff, to be honest. You could skip the sequels and you're not really missing much. But yeah, so anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Candyman, and hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.